Okay, I think we've come full circle now. And nothing worked. Typical. Okay, maybe refer to our cheat sheet here again. Teal, blue, ochre, white. Yeah. 2, 6, 9, 12. Okay. Are you sure about the 9? Let's check. White, half closed. Ochre, completely open, 6. Ochre, completely open, 6. Blue, completely closed, 9. And teal, opened, 12. Wasn't there a 10 in the last scrap? There was a 10 in Sirius's journal, yes. I just need to find it again. Here. Let's also consolidate this here. Ochre, completely open, 10. Pink, 7, half closed. Blue, completely closed, 4. And teal, half open. Okay. Open, half, completely closed, and half. Whoops. Don't want to take any notes here. Are you sure? Not sure if that overrules it. Maybe try that. I thought they were just different things. Are they supposed to be the same? Open. Closed. Open. Half open. Okay. Now let's see. Open. Closed. Yeah. Open. Half open. 2, 6, 9, 12. Right, so that checks out. Well, there is another room to check out. Let's do that real quick here, because maybe we don't have all the information yet. Let's give this a try here. Go back up. Ooh. Here's the book back to Myst. Awesome. Whose place is this? I guess that just calls the elevator. What do we have here? Ooh, sketches of Catherine and the children, I assume. Rhyme Volume 2. What does that mean? Ooh, okay, that must be a hint for something. So let's write that down. We have at the top white, open. Then pink, half open. Blue, open. Green, closed. Did we ever see green in the things we could use? And this pink looks more like red. And how about the numbers? We need the numbers too. It's pretty high up there. Can't pull it down. Maybe I need to count these rings here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Then we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Give me a second, folks. Somebody wants to get banned from chat here. And I shall oblige. There we go. Bye-bye. Alright. So let's read Rhyme Volume 2. I'm guessing this is Atreus' journal. Before spending any more time with my experiments, I have decided that I must finish construction. I have brought both Cirrus and Achenar this time. The shaft is almost finished, as is the observation post. Both boys prefer inside where it is warm, protected from the cold. Neither of them shows any real desire to leave. I cannot remember the last time my son spent so much time with me in an age. Last night Cirrus came to me with a hypothesis that may solve the crystal refraction issue entirely. His suggestion involves cutting the crystals into thin lenses before attempting to filter light through them, an idea that came to him while thinking about the properties of my eyeglasses. I can't help but smile at the idea of Cirrus watching me stare through the solution right on my nose. It's an unconventional approach, but his reasoning is sound. With Achenar's help, I believe we can repurpose some of the equipment already in the workroom to fashion these crystal lenses. Progress on the lenses is slow, as the crystals are prone to shatter if handled incorrectly. Despite the setbacks, my sons are wholly engrossed in the task, and seeing them work together gives great hope for the future. You poor fool. I long for the day I can bring them to Dunny to see its beauty for themselves. I know they will prove themselves indispensable to any restoration efforts I might undertake. Eventually, I'll need to tell them about Riven, but there is much to do before it becomes a concern. The lenses have been completed. Tonight we will return to Myst Island and to Catherine. It has been too long without the warmth of either, and we all deserve a break. While there, I will need to collect some additional linking books. It brings me no joy, but the only way to test the device is to intentionally damage several of them and ensure the device can still create a focused image. We only spent a day with Catherine before returning. I was still working up the courage to ask her for it, but before I could begin speaking, she had placed the book in my hands. It was the waterlogged linking book to Riven I had thrown into the sea the moment we were back in Myst, free of my father. I knew destroying the book was only a symbolic gesture, as the descriptive book still remained in Kavir, but I was young and angry. I remember Catherine swimming out to retrieve it, despite my objections. "You should keep it, you may want it later," she told me. At the time the idea upset me. Why would I want to Let's start over. Why would I want a reminder of that place? But once again, she was right. We said our goodbyes and I returned to Rhyme, humbled by her foresight and love, as well as the notes she had secretly tucked under the book's cover. It's been several days with no progress. No matter how we alternate the lenses, only the faintest, blurriest image appears. Did I damage the books too severely? Is the number of lenses too few or too many? The number of variables feels insurmountable. The boys find their own methods of encouragement. They have not given up hope, and so I must follow their example. For now I've decided to refocus my efforts on the lights in the night sky. Although I originally thought the effect to be an organic one, I now believe it to be electromagnetic in origin. I think the effect could be triggered somehow. It's something that we'll have to try. I doubt either of my sons was expecting the amount of work it would take. It has turned out to be a challenge, working above the cold waters where the wind cuts through clothing and skin like a sharp knife. Still, even amidst the dark cold, they are driven to complete the task. It is a side of them I have not seen before. The towers are finished. The power they require is conducted directly through the Saline Sea. Saline? Saline? I think it's Saline. Alleviating the need for wires and enabling us to locate the towers a comfortable distance away. We are close now. Tomorrow, after adjusting the voltage, we will know just how close. This morning, as we worked, I noticed Achenar rubbing his eyes and groaning under his breath. Until now, I simply assumed it was fatigue, but he then asked if either Cirrus or I ever got headaches from how strange the light is here compared to other ages. It took a few moments for the full weight of his observation to hit me. Achenar had inadvertently noticed that the frequency of the visible light in Rhyme is completely unique to this age. Something so important yet so subtle that it had gone unseen thus far. Of course, the lenses could not focus the linking panels of the books. They were calibrated assuming a standard frequency range. We shall repurpose the towers to allow the manipulation of the lights in the sky and project it through the lenses, giving us much finer control. We will need to find the correct combined frequency. Oh, son of a binky bonky. Maybe this is it. And construct an additional tower to transfer the light to the imaging device. But I believe that work will go quickly. We're so close now, I can feel it. Okay, so maybe that was the hung-up we had. We didn't figure this out. Another hard day, but we have... I'm just gonna write it down too. But we have erected the final tower. I'm too tired to write tonight. Tomorrow we test Aknar's theory. Aknar and Cirrus have some kind of shared secret they are keeping from me. I admit to great curiosity about what it could be, but I believe it is better to let them have something that is theirs alone. Truth be told, I'm glad to see them relying on each other more. It has taken longer than I could have imagined, but this morning we were able to get a nearly perfect view of an age through its damaged book. It is an incredible sensation, like standing in two worlds at once. It is so much more than I could have done alone. The boys are so proud and want to return to Myst Island immediately to tell their mother about it, which is just as well. It's time they learn about Ribbon. Oh, I can pick this up. Is there something in this? Not really. Why can I put this back and forth? What's the point? Let's just keep it there. Don't think it matters much. We did copy it down. Alright. We could go back to Myst, but we're not done here. At the back, maybe, of the photograph. I did try to turn it, it wouldn't budge. What if I picked it up from the sides? No, nothing. There is a drawer here. Ooh, secrets and intrigue. Atris. I understand why viewing Riven is so vital to you in truth. I've not stopped thinking about my home since the moment we escaped. But no matter how much you insist you're simply ensuring Gen remains trapped there, I see my own sadness when I look into your eyes. Gen is a monster who deserves his imprisonment, but I also know he will always be your father. Atris, my love, do you wish only to affirm that the cage still holds? Or is there something more significant to you that you're searching for? Yours, Catherine. Okay, that's about it. That must be the note he spoke of in that linking book. Okay, let's just make sure that we can't read any of these books. Yeah, fair enough. I think we're done. So now we go back up and get that frequency right. Nope, I need to turn this around. Where is it? There we are. Okay. We need this to be 1400. Why can I not... What? Oh, I need to turn it off first. And even then it still doesn't work. Son of a... Oh, no. Here we go. So, does it matter if the 400 is up here and the 1000 is down here? Huh. I guess not, because it would point to the same colors anyway, so the mixture would be the same. That's a nice little change. I like how the lights only reflect if I see them in the sky. That's something very weird going on in this age. That's not physics. They had some bugs in this book, I can tell you. Okay, do we turn around now? Maybe we turn around now and see what's what. Because we're gonna have to turn around anyway. I still want to go down. Maybe the whales are back now. Maybe the frolic more in the sea if the light is correct. Ooh. Okay, was that there before with the other lights? I'm loath to find out because it takes a while. I think this is right. Let's just leave it there. This is nice. Okay, let's go down. I think all the way. Okay. Ooh, there we go. This looks different now. Alright. Seems like it's doing something. So let's find the correct book. We're still getting the light. Ooh. What is this for then? Ah, okay, it copies what it sees here onto this thing. Is this the same mechanism that they use in the fourth chamber of Myst Island, where Atreus left a message to Catherine? I think it does copy the thing, okay. And I think it is the same mechanism. Maybe Myst works. No. This still doesn't work. Why? Ooh, it does work. Look at that. This is nice. It's like being there, and I know because we were there. Okay. So, let's try this again then. Right, so it only works with the Channelwood Age. I'm gonna write that down in case we needed any other place. This is Channelwood. Okay, so what's the deal here with Sirius's thing? Let's start from the bottom up, I guess, again. This needs to be teal. And on 1. Not 0, 1. And half open. Good. Number 2 needs to be purple. I wrote down purple. Is there a purple? Maybe it's more like blue. Right? Yeah, I think so. And number 4. And closed. Here we need pink. And this should be half closed on 7. And the first one needs to be open, which is good because we can't change that. And needs to be ochre. It was over here somewhere. Green. Interesting.